Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Gina, and today I am doing 77 to 80 of 100 days of using my prints. I divided my watercolor page a little differently this time. I wanted to do 2 medium-sized pieces and 4 smaller ones because I had an idea. Oh, I actually have a plan today. My plan is to use botanicals, plants and flowers. I have a stamp and I want to use it. Yes. So I'm using my China marker to draw a plant. Because I discovered previously, like a couple days ago, that it is waterproof. So I'm going to use that as my quote-unquote stamp. That one. And then for the others, I have this flower stamp that I very rarely use because it's, it had a lot of trouble sticking to that's a paperweight. I use a paperweight as my stamping block, and it really had a lot of trouble sticking to it, but I worked it out. And I just brushed some watered down acrylic paint on it, and it was fantastic. I was so pleased. I really was so excited when I stamped the first one. I was like, oh my gosh! Okay. And I know I'm using the same flower on all of the 4 square rectangles, but I mean, why not? I can still make it different but similar. It's okay. And even though it's the same stamp, they're all going to be different. So I was thinking I could probably use these as postcards or maybe even still the cover of a book. I don't know. So because this stamp gave so much trouble to stick, I'm going to slam it down before it. There we go. Because I didn't want it to fall off. So I had to do it really quickly, and it ended up being slammed down. Yeah. But it worked out. Because I was in a hurry and I didn't want it to just fall on the paper, I didn't really get to position it where I really wanted it, but it's okay. I'm just wiping it, the paint off with a baby wipe to get it all nice and clean so I could use it again and it won't spoil. Now I'm going to add color on my paper over all the prints that I just put down. I'm using blue. That one was a kind of gold brown. It has a little shimmer. I'm using my lovely green that I just am in love with and some yellow. Just some nice cool colors today, just nice mellow. And I'm adding it as if it is watercolor. So very watery, just spreading it haphazardly in different parts of my shape, my areas. Then I thought how cool it would be if I add a pop of red in them, right? Because that's just, why not? So I'm just adding a little bit, just a dab of red here and there. And I think I did it in all of my pieces. Now for the big leaf that I have on top, the big branch, I'm just adding some of that gold brown shimmer-ish kind of paint. I'm just adding it over the leaves just to give it a little color, but I still want to see through it. So that paint is very transparent. It's not as opaque as I thought it would be, but it's giving it a nice Nice tinge, I like it. And now I'm just adding some other color besides the green and yellow. I'm adding some more intense color on them. Dried it, and because I don't know, I was thinking I wanted it to be more watercolor-y and faded, but then I think it would be cool if we could actually see more color and have it more intense. So I decided to just go in with the raw color and just start adding. So I wanted to intensify these leaves, which I'm doing now. After I dried it, I'm just adding another layer over it, so they look kind of yellowish, greenish, brownish, but it's shimmery. It has a very, very slight shimmer. I really like it, actually. Oh, it reminds me of seaweed. That kind of vibes-ish. Kind of. Right, so here I'm going in directly now with the color after I put in that washed layer in the background. The intention was for it to stay that way, but then I decided that I wanted it to pop. So I'm just using the color directly as it is and just adding it directly onto the different areas of my card. But I'm still trying to leave, and here comes the dark blue. First I wanted intense, but I'm still trying to leave some of the background showing because I still want to see some of that delicate color in the background. Kind of soft effect. So I'm adding my blue in some areas just to give it a nice pop of intensity in some areas. And finally, here comes the collage. I had to remember that I'm supposed to be using my prints. So I pulled out some colors of what I have in my background, which is the yellows, the greens, blues. And I'm just adding those in some areas. I have some brown and oranges too. But I also needed to remember that my area is very small, which I love. And I needed to keep my pieces small because I still want some of my background to show. So I'm just going to go through some of them, ripping up pieces, trying to figure out where I'm going to place them. And then before I started to get like a control freak, I was just like, Gina, just stick it down. Otherwise, I would be repositioning for hours. So after I kind of got a kind of feel of what I think I liked, was like, okay, Gina, start sticking. So here we go. Finally decided to just start sticking. I did not put papers everywhere, and I didn't want to do that, otherwise I would have spent hours on these little cards. So this I must say, doing this exercise, I know I keep saying it, but again, for those who have not watched any of my videos, this exercise really helps me make quick decisions and not go in too much, think too much, with all the detail and, just second guessing and third guessing and fourth guessing myself so much, It's just make a decision, and if it doesn't turn out okay, let's find a way to fix it later on. Which I know doesn't always work, and it's not always good to do that, but for me, in doing these exercises, it's good because it helps me loosen up even more, because I'm just a kind of roll with it person anyway in terms of art, and fix as you go, but it actually is helping me loosen up even more. So I'm liking it. And then I love doing these smaller ones because of my time constraints. So this is helping me, doing these smaller pieces is helping me make quick decisions in a smaller scale, so I finish faster, which is a blessing. So I'm enjoying sticking these pieces down and just thinking of, you know, different ways to put things. And then, you see, I'm like, do I cover up my print? And then, yeah, let's cover it up. And then I'm like, what was the point of it? But it's okay. Let's cover it up and we'll make a new plan. We'll do something else. It's fine. But I really do like how my goal wasn't to cover it completely, obviously, but I liked that bits and pieces of it was peeking through. So I really did like that. The little black bits of the plant, flower. What is it? A bouquet of flowers? Yeah, just little bits and pieces peeking through. I really like that. And I like that they're all in different positions and the intensity of the stamp is different for all of them. So that was really cool too. So even though it's similar, because the stamp is similar, they're still different. You know, they're still unique. Which is what I like my work to be. Unique. Even though I know anybody could just look at my videos and copy them, but it's still original. Yeah. I love these light green pieces though. Like I really enjoyed adding them to my cards. You know, sometimes you're working on a project or several projects and there are certain things that you enjoy about it, certain parts of it that you enjoy. This I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the stamping, even though the stamp kept falling off of the block. See, I was trying to press it down. Yay! Ta-da! It got kind of messy, but I actually really like it. I love them. I really, really love these. So much. I really do. I just find it so cute. I don't know, I didn't plan it, but, you know, some of them remind me of a landscape. And I didn't even plan it. I really, really like them. I want to do more. I want to do more. And of course, I'm adding my wonderful splashes, which I just love. So I'm doing some black splashes and I'm adding some gold because I just wanted these cards to have a nice little shimmer. You know, I like gold. I like this particular gold. I like how it shimmers and shines. And I think it's cool when you're looking at a painting and, you know, just walking a little distance or turning your head at a different angle and you get a whole new, what's the word? Perspective on it. It looks different because there's a little secret surprise. Which I feel like this, you know, things that reflect, they create surprises. Because at one angle it looks different. It's like iridescent paints as well and iridescent things. When you look at it at different angles, it's a whole new, you know, it's like you're looking at something new. So I find that's really cool. So I'm just adding little surprises to my cards. Oh, I like that. I'm adding my little surprises. And actually, because of where I was, the angle, I actually could not see some of where I was putting it. So I didn't know how it would look until I, you know, hold the card at a different angle. So I was waiting for my surprise too. Oh, interesting, huh? So now I'm going to move on to the bigger ones. I was neglecting them all along. Let's zoom in and get closer so we could see the madness that's going to take place. So here I am intensifying my reds. I am just going to intensify my colors. I was thinking of going over the leaves, but then I just ended up just adding color around them instead, and I really liked the effect of it. And this is direct. I'm not adding water. It's just direct paint and yeah, just intensify my colors around and over some of the previous colors that I added. Really enjoyed this process. It was very relaxing. With these two, I did not add any of my papers because I didn't want to. That is why I only counted 4 when I in my label. 4 out of the 100. So I just wanted to play and I just wanted to relax and I just wanted to chill and I didn't want to use my prints, so that's what I did. So that's what these two are. They're like bonus pieces with just a stamp. The left side is a drawing, which I really like. So I'm drawing that and then I'm going to add some more paint, some more colors over top, and just keep adding and splashing and, you know, blotching it out. I love it. I want to do it again. I want to do more. And then here comes the blue, just for a little pop of color, you know, just to keep your eye focused and draw it in, and here just to add some more contrast. I really love this blue, and it's almost like the same color as the tape. It's pretty cool. I didn't like how I put those down, so I'm just gonna add some water and kind of feather them out, but try to still keep it intense. Right, so that's done, and now I'm going to go over. Oh, see, it fell off. Oh, but that's okay. So I'm putting it over my previous stamp. My goal is not to put it exactly over it, but just to kind of slightly stagger it. As you can tell, I did not spend much time trying to perfectly place it. I just wanted it done. So I enjoyed this very much. I liked how it looked. And I'm going to do some detail work on my branch on the left. I'm just adding some black, just a washed out black over those darker areas. And now to add some splashes, because it felt unfinished, so I'm adding some splashes to this as well. And I'm going to do white as well. So I'm using Bombay ink for the white. It's very intense. You know, I don't have to worry about it fading when it dries. It's going to dry the way that it looks when it's down, which I love. And I really, really like the effect of that. Here I'm going to use my Posca marker to just very lightly put some darker lines on the black that I just put, so they're thinner and darker so that you can actually see it. So it's, you know, it's several layers of, and I'm not trying to make it exactly the same. It's just a scrappy darker line over the dark areas of the branch. And then I thought I'd just do a same scrappy line with the white, and I loved how that looks. I know it's similar to the one that I recently did, but I really like it. And I'm doing the same with the butterflies because they kind of, I don't know, I felt like they needed it. They needed a kind of highlight somewhere, somehow. But I just wanted it to be something delicate, you know? So that's why I used the white. And I didn't go with a heavy outline or anything like that. And the reason that I'm drawing on the tape is because I needed to, in my brain, it needed to continue for it to look natural. So that's why I did it. And now it's time for the big reveal. I'm going to move my tape. I'm eyeballing where the center of those spaces are, drawing a line. Yeah, I don't measure. I probably should, but I don't. And then I'm going to cut it up and see if anything else needs to be done to them. I don't think so. I like them. I love them. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. Well, that's my opinion anyway. My humble opinion. So this one is cool. I mean, butterflies are always cool. I love leaves, so I love this one. I just find they're so cute and they really look like postcards, you know? So I think I will use them as that. So here they are, each one of them. I hope you like them. I hope you enjoy the process. I hope it inspires you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Hopefully it's going to be soon. Look at how cute that looks. They're so cute. Okay, bye.